What are the best Pilates movements for back pain? So I am not a Pilates instructor, but I can show you the best movements that Pilates instructors would show you if you have back pain. Why is Pilates so good for back pain? Well, Pilates focuses on the core, the pelvic floor, and the glutes. These are everything around your back that gives you support and structure and helps take away problems in the long run. So let me talk you through exactly what we would do to show our clients Pilates movements. My name is Dr. Jeremy Andrews. I'm a doctor of chiropractic here at West Chiropractic in Surrey. So first movement is going to be pelvic tilt. So let me show you exactly what that is. Pelvic tilt is going to be like this. You're on your back. The feet are going to be at 45 degrees and the knees at 45 degrees as well. So you want to make sure your head is supported. Now, what you're going to have is an arch in your back here, okay? So what you want to try and do is you're trying to flatten this arch when we do the pelvic tilt. So essentially, it's a really small movement. You're probably not going to be able to see it too much from this angle, but I will get the camera closer. But all you need to do is very slowly just push down, and we're trying to get each vertebra moving in segment. And then relax, come back up, and tilt the pelvis back the other way like this. And the pelvis moves back like this. So the vertebra should move individually. So one vertebra, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the area you're looking at here. So if the pelvis is up like this, I'm just trying to start here, very slowly here, very slowly here, very slowly here, very slowly here. Then we're pushing down like that, squeezing the abs, no space. Then coming back, just use more of an arch coming up like this. And then very slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very small movement. Try and do that 3 to 5 times. It's going to take a lot of pressure off the pelvis and help the vertebra start to move intersegmentally. Okay, this movement is called the dead bugs. This is number 2 of the Pilates movements. It's very, very simple, provides a lot of core support around here. Okay, so on your back again, legs are going to be up, knees at 90 degrees, feet at 90 degrees. Now, as with the pelvic imprint, you want to make sure the back is nice and flat. All the vertebrae are touching the back. Very, very slowly, dropping one leg down, so about here. At this point, the back is going to want to pop up. You really want to make sure you're pushing that down, not letting the back pop up, and come back. And then again, and then come back like this. If you're feeling really brave, you can go all the way down. That's going to put a lot of stress on the core. And then coming back like this. So I'll be doing anything from 3 to 5 reps on each side. If you're cycling the legs and you get to 10 and 15 thinking that's nothing on my core, you're doing it too fast. You need to make sure slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Number 3 is going to be the bridge or the hip hinge. So let me show you this. So the bridge is going to start, again, similar to the pelvic imprint. You're going to have the legs at 45 degrees. And what you want to try and do is keep the back flat, relaxed, making sure the tummy is sucked in, squeezing the bum. So squeeze the bum, legs go up like this, pushing the hips forwards. And then coming back down, and then pushing up like this. And then coming back down, and then pushing up like this. It's going to take a lot of pressure off your back. Now, if you're feeling really brave, you can do single leg bridge. So one leg goes up, we're pushing up. I've just done some leg exercises, so it's going to be very hard. And then you're pushing up like this. Maintaining that level. If you're finding that you're moving around too much, it's not going to be good. So make sure you keep that nice and neutral spine. So like this. And then come back down. And then come back down. Number 4 is going to be toe taps. So toe taps is a great exercise to get control through your back. Again, on your back like this. You want to make sure that both legs is up, and we're just going to be tapping the toe and then coming back up, making sure you've got that control. Now, you need to make sure the core is strong, back is flat. Coming back to here, very slow movement. Very similar to the dead bug, this one. Anything from 5 to 10 on each side, but keeping it nice and slow. It's going to put a lot of core stability through here. Okay, 5, modified swan. Now, this is one where people say, oh, it's not great for back pain. So if you have got a current back pain, just take it nice and gentle. So what you want to do is you're going to go on your tummy like this. So hips down, And you want to just lie on your front like this, hands by your side. Now, very slowly, keeping the neck neutral like this, not back or not like this, just pushing through the back like that. Now, that might be far enough for a lot of you, so just relax and then come back down. And then we're going to push again, and then come back down. Anything from 5 to 7 reps is fine. If you want to come a little bit higher, that's great, but that I would not recommend if you have got problems with your back. Just keep it nice and slow, okay? It's a great way to get extension in your spine, help open up the hips as well, so just take it nice and easy. So from the side, so there we have it, my top 5 exercises that we take from Pilates and we use every single day with our clients with back pain. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, share this with any people suffering with back pain, and you can grab copies of my best-selling books here, Transform Your Back and The Secret Cure to Back Pain, How to Avoid a Lifetime of Painkillers and Surgery, on Amazon in the links below. Catch you next time.